What's going on, everybody? Mike Lee Hawkins here, back with you with a new video. I wanted to catch up on the last video before I did the Slab City video of the skate park, but the previous one before that about the Cobra Vipers at the Target, and then I wanted to go through some other things about the Walmarts that I've been going to just recently and what I've been finding. So we'll start with topic number one, and it's the Target Viper absence. Now, if you watched the previous video, I was at Target. The guy said he had some back there, so we're gonna get into that. So basically, on the first day I went in there, I asked a couple people to scan the G.I. Joe Cobra Viper tag on there on the peg, and they did, and it said quantity 2, had 2 boxes, and well, it had a number 2 on there on the scanner, on the dude's scanner, and so you went in the back and looked, because by the time, and this Target was a mess. I mean, there were boxes everywhere, like all over like the main aisles, from the entertainment section across from the toy section, and the entire NECA section was blocked off of just carts, U-boats they call them, of just freaking boxes. And then I'm like looking at the boxes, seeing a G.I. Joe, and it's like, no, it's all these like children Hasbro toys, and it's nothing that I'm looking for. But anyways, I wait for 4 hours for them to unload this morning truck to see if, because they got a bunch of stock back there. There's a bunch of motion going on back there, and it took a while for them to even get everything off the truck and get everything organized and situated, and it just wasn't happening for a while. So I waited 4 hours, and after a while, a couple other people came around and went in the back, tried to help me find the 2 boxes that they supposedly had, and it said that on the scanners. And they're like, which tag was it? And I had to keep going back and forth, telling the guy, so he could look it up on the freaking scanner. And so they went back and looked for me, which I really appreciate the Target employees for doing that. I mean, they were awesome. They were on it. They went back and looked, and then a manager finally came up and said, "Oh, well, I think this is the batch for the night truck." And he said that it's the truck that's going to be loaded and towards the after hours of the store, and it was probably going to be put out the following morning. So I'm like, well, shit, I'm here. So basically, I go back the next morning after waiting 4 hours for that response I could have had a long time ago. Wasted a lot of time, but anyways, next morning I'm thinking like, alright, so I gotta be on my game. I want to at least get one of these Cobra Vipers. I at least want one. So I get there at like 5 o'clock in the morning at this Target, man. And I've never had to do this to get a toy before, but I tried it out because people have been doing the same thing apparently. So I was first in line, waited there for like almost 3 hours for the store to open. I get in there, and it's like even more of a mess. They got people coming out with the freaking carts of boxes, and it seemed pretty short-staffed or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of dudes complaining about the boxes who worked there, and it was a pretty big fiasco. So I sit there, I'm waiting almost 3 hours for the store to open. I get in there, I wait probably another hour and a half for them to go through, unload everything. And they're like, yeah, our toy guy's back there looking for it right now. And so I'll wait like 45 minutes for some dude to show up named Jose. And the same dude just keeps circling around me who works there with the name tag of James. He walks around, he's like, "Hey man, can I help you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm just waiting for the toy guy to get out here." And he's like, "The toy guy?" He's like, "Yeah, who's the toy guy?" I'm like, "The dude of the department." He's like, "Yeah, you're looking for the G.I. Joes, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for the G.I. Joes." And he's like, "Oh yeah, man, well, I mean, I didn't see any back there. I can scan the thing for you." I was like, "Sure, that's cool." I mean, the guy said he was looking for it right now. He's like, "Well, you know, I am the toy guy." That's what he says. "I am the toy guy." He's like, "Oh, but on your name tag it says James, doesn't say Jose." It's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, that's Jose's my name, but I'm wearing another dude's name tag. I lost my name tag." I was like, "Okay, oh okay." So I'm like totally confused, thinking this dude's just some regular guy in some other department. But that's really the guy I've been wanting to talk to for like all this time. And he tells me, you know, he just comes out and he goes in and we scan it, and then all of a sudden, the next day, we go and he scans it again to make sure we have it. It says the date was on there was 2/10. Alright, it was supposed to be released 2/09 on there. So yesterday from that day, the day before, and their quantity showed 0. So I waited there all that time for the 2 cases of the Vipers just to go missing. But I guess it really didn't go missing because the guy, I don't know, something changed. It was weird, and he said, "Well, we got another truck pulling them in like 4 days later." I'm thinking like, I'm not gonna be here 4 days from now. So it seems like on the whole Cobra Island, Cobra Viper thing, man, I've either been too late or too early. So, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna really be released for that much longer. I mean, I've seen 0 Joes throughout, you know, my Walmart hunting and Target hunting. I've like seen 0. I haven't even seen 3 Decos. I haven't seen any of those or nothing. I mean, I see a bunch of All Strikers from time to time, but speaking of which, well, I guess the next thing I'll probably, but yeah, I have not seen much. I've totally given up on spending my efforts on trying to find a Viper. I mean, if I haven't got one in a store probably by now, I'm probably not going to get one, because these seem like a very swift, limited run, I should say. So I don't think they're going to be released. And actually, it's funny, side note, that when one of the other guys scanned it, the Firefly, it said that the Firefly was discontinued. So I don't know if Hasbro stopped producing that one because of all the complaints they got with the waste and everything, but that's what it said on the guy's scanner. It said that that was discontinued and they weren't getting any more. And then on about the Cobra Viper, you know, there's some other places that said that they weren't getting any for a while. So the whole thing's a fiasco. So I'm pretty much gave up on that anyways. But here's, at that same Target, after all that wait, here's what I did find. I did find a McFarlane DC Universe Deathstroke, and they only had 2 of them. And right as I bought the first one that I saw, like 10 minutes later, a dude came in, swift the other one, and that was pretty much it. So I felt pretty lucky. So here he is right here. The DC Multiverse McFarlane Deathstroke. He's actually pretty cool. He's actually, honestly, he's one of my favorite figures, and I can see why he goes so quick. You know, he's freaking awesome. I even like the color scheme they gave him. And then, you know, I've been really digging the video game figures for a while, so I'm pretty into it. Anyways, So the next day, I stop in at a Walmart. You know, I'm pretty depressed. I'm like well, I'm not depressed, but you know, I'm sad. So I wasted all that time just to get some news that I could have had hours. You know, like if people just had a clue. But anyways, I stop in at this Walmart, and I go in, and I find the new Lanard Predators and Alien 7-inch figures. Remember, if you see my last video, that was one of the things on my list, was the Lanard Predators. So I did, and I found, and there was only 3 of them, and it was perfect because I always usually check the entertainment section first, but I went into the regular toy section first, and I found the 12-inch Predator, and I'm about to show it to you right now, by Lanard. Isn't that just awesome? I'm probably going to do a review. I haven't really decided. I've been doing these toy hunts, but I haven't, been able to really get the camera out and record, because toy hunting's kind of become a situation where if you're not on your game and you're not swift, going through looking at stuff like real quick before the other person gets there, you're gonna miss out, and that other person's gonna like grab what you're looking for, see what you're looking for before you find it. So you have to kind of go in there with the mentality, like you have to look real quick, look around, and and that's the burden. So like when I'm doing that and recording, trying to record and go slow and show you guys what the store has, it's risky. So and there's some days, and there have been days where I've found things and it's been super busy, and somehow I've gotten there before other people, and I've seen people get in there like seconds before I've gotten there, grabbing, snatching things up. So I wasn't able to get you guys a recording on the toy hunt, but I'm more than happy to show you what I found and how I found it. So I just showed you the 12-inch giant Predator from Lanard, and I'll show you a few other of the Lanard Predator figures that they came out with. Now some of them have like loose pieces, like foots and stuff, that have been popping off pretty easily, but here's the Jungle Hunter from the first movie, as the box says. And it's pretty accurate. This is the one that has the clear right here on the side, because it has he's got going through like the camo phase, which is pretty cool. And it's got the long blades on here like that. And this thing is awesome. I mean, I can see, these things are being bought up left and right. It almost reminds me of the G.I. Joes going on right now. So he is awesome. I do recommend, of course, guys, try picking this up when you can. I wouldn't pass it up if you ever come across it. The Predators have been extremely hard to come. I got lucky. I will say. This is like, I call this the blessing from a curse, because I was cursed for wasting hours at a Target, not, for a messed up system, or for a Target mishap, basically. So, but the next day I went to a Walmart, found all 3 of these guys. All 3 of them were there. I got the fucking Jungle Hunter, and then I got the Berserker Predator, and this one's from the Predators movie. He's awesome too. And I got the City Hunter, and I left that one in the box because that one is my favorite one. It's kind of special to me. It's from Predator 2, and it's one of my favorites. And then here's a couple of the aliens that they came out with conjunction. This is like a blue metallic alien. This is the 7-inch with the, has like a little green turquoise on there. So super articulate, nice and durable. You can throw them around and they'll be good. And then, you know, they came out with a white one. Pretty slick. So those are awesome. So I found those in the regular section. And then I'm looking around the Star Wars section, and I see a bunch of the new Star Wars Archive 50th anniversary wave, and I see, you know, the 2 Han Solos and the dark brown, and it's really crazy because a long time ago, like maybe like a month or two, probably like 4 months ago, I found the light brown Han Solo from the Archive, you know, like the variant. And I looked at it for like 10 minutes thinking like, should I buy this or not? And I ended up not buying it, and I kind of regret it now because I've been to 2 Walmarts and I've only seen the dark brown, so that must be like just a regular release. So that light brown must have been something. But I do that sometimes where I'll look at a figure and like freaking look at it and be like, should I buy this? And then like a month later it's like going for like all this money, like, oh crap. But anyways, so I'm going through the same section. I just like threw all the aliens and predators in the cart, going through, and you know, I see the Archive 50th, and they only have Luke and Han from Hoth. And then, you know, I started looking around, did my toy hunting thing, and on the top shelf I found Commander Cody. I really did, and I thought I was never going to find any of these figures. After that day, I found the Han Solo with the light coat, the light brown coat, and I thought, I was like, well, that's probably going to be it. I didn't end up buying it, but man, I looked up there, I was like, what is that box? That looks familiar. Grabbed it. Commander Cody. And man, I was like stoked, man. I really wish I would have been able to record the toy hunt, man, but everything just goes so fast. You know, I try to get in there, and I'm always looking for hidden stuff, and this guy was hidden on top of the shelf, and it was awesome. Commander Cody. I think he's like 1 per pack, I'm not sure. But, and then, never gonna guess this. I start to look under the shelves, you know, like in the freaking, in the toy section, and I look under, and it's like this open area. And I see him, like, I see this alien figure, so I'm thinking like, alright, let's check this out. There's a couple Power Rangers under there for some reason. And I look under there, I'm like grabbing, and I find the NECA alien Kane dude, which is John Hurt from Alien 40th Anniversary figures. This dude's like almost impossible to find. I thought I was never going to find this guy. He can go with my 40th Ripley that I have. This is awesome. I mean, today would have been the day I would have been able to freaking record and do a good toy hunt. But I just didn't have it. I didn't have my camera on me, and I didn't even think to use my phone. But man, look at that. Comes, man, this thing's cool, man. I really lucked out. And this is just in the regular toy section. So I'm thinking like, well crap, man, they got this freaking Alien 40th. I'm about to hit the entertainment section. Check out the Migos. See what McFarlane NECA stuff they got over there. So I'm going over there, you know, freaking like Speed Racer in this cart and all this crap in here. And I go in and I freaking find the Defenders of the Earth. And you're never gonna be, you're thinking like, what? Yeah, dude. I got found freaking, first I'm looking down, last Flash Gordon. And I'm like going through and it's like, it's all three of them. I'm thinking like, I gotta buy all of these. There's no way I can't. So we got Flash Gordon. These boxes are awesome. I'm keeping them in the box. I want to review them, but I don't want to take them out. The Phantom, the Ghost Who Walks, which is one of my favorites. And of course, I know a lot of people's favorites, which is my favorite. Ming the Merciless. Yeah, man. I should have recorded it, but I didn't. And I found a lot of really good stuff. You know, because every time I go into like a store, I like to like take my time, kind of like look around, you know, because people put stuff in odd places because they walk around with it throughout the store and they just like lay it here and lay it there. So you really gotta like watch out on where you're going, because keep all those kind of things in mind. So I find stuff. So I found all that stuff the day after I waited all those hours at Target. And then, you know, like a couple days go by, you know, I don't go to any stores, and then I go back to Walmart because, you know, I've kind of like given up on Target for a little while. You know, I was pretty disheartened about it, so I haven't hit one yet. But there was a Target near me where I was going, and I stopped in, and Marvel Legends, I found the Red Ninja. I mean, the Hand Ninja, I should say. He's a Red Ninja, but he's called the Hand Ninja because it's from the Hand from Daredevil Netflix show. And I'm about to show him to you because, man, I've been looking for this guy too. He was also on my list. The Hand Ninja from Daredevil. And you know what, I'm gonna say it. This ninja is way better than the Red Ninja that they came out with from G.I. Joe Classified. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, that's way better. I mean, that should have been the Red Ninja. I mean, let me know if you guys agree in the comment section or if I'm just tripping, but I think that's so much better. I found that, and I didn't find much that day. I found more of the Leonard aliens, maybe like the orange one that's like a dog, you know, and I like that one the least. I didn't even get that one, but the Walmart today, man, I found that Red Ninja. I found Mego Candyman. I haven't found another Jeepers Creepers or Hammer Dracula yet, or any of the new Ultraman. I haven't seen any of those. I want to think they're out, but I've been to a few stores and I haven't seen any of that stuff. If it's been coming out, it's been going pretty quick. But yep. Mego Candyman, picked him up. So basically, did all that. I've found a lot of stuff. You know, I haven't found some of the Star Wars or G.I. Joe stuff that I've been looking for, but I've pretty much have found everything other than that. And I'm probably gonna stop for a while. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I love the stuff, but man, you know, just toy hunting, man, it just drives you crazy. It's driven me crazy. Just got a headache from it after a while, and you know, it's weird getting upset over a toy, you know, like, and you know, sometimes I stand back and I think to myself, like, I'm getting irritated over a toy, waiting all this time just for a toy. People are selling this toy at over $100. What are you thinking? So, you know, things like that come to my mind, and it's like, it's just a toy. At the end of the day, I'm always saying, it's just a toy. So, you know, just things like that. There's a lot of good stuff out right now, and it seems to, you know, burn a hole in people's pockets, especially mine. So, I do recommend pulling all the figures I showed you. If you're not already looking for them, go ahead and look for these, because it's good stuff. The new Leonard Alien Predator Wave is fantastic, especially for its prices. The 7-inch are at $10, and the Giant Predator is at $20. I've seen it at about 3 Walmarts. I've seen the 12-inch Predator. After I saw the first Predator Wave that I obtained, I haven't seen any of them after that. So those are going a lot quicker than the 12-inch. I've seen a lot of 12-inch, so definitely be on the lookout for those, because those things are awesome. And Leonard has a tendency to only run certain run waves for a year, so they're not going to be around too long. So I'd pick them up while you can. Anyways, so yeah, I've given up on the Cobra Viper. That's definitely out of the question. I'm not putting any effort into that. So we'll just wait to see what happens. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for supporting my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe below. Hit the bell for new notifications and content. And I'm probably going to come out with a couple reviews on some of these figures, and see what's going on with them. I mean, it's a big find. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the toy hunts, but you know, it just happens. You know, it's a rush going into that stuff, and it's never used to be that way, but it is now. So it's the nature of the beast. Anyways, peace out, y'all.